$300. That money is due today, according to state court rules and statutes. But if you can't do that today, I'm going to send you downstairs so you can talk about options. Good morning, ma'am. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. After having a chance to pre-try this, review the evidence with the prosecutor, we've reached an arrangement or plea deal that we would like to bail ourselves of, Your Honor. I do note that this is in arraignment stage on one case in pre-hearing, so we'll waive the formal reading.
Mhm.
We're gonna be pleading no contest.
Yep.
For 771.1 for 12 months.
Okay.
The case, the dangerous dog, is going to be dismissed. Note that the animal shall not be destroyed. This is a first offense. We just want to make sure that was on the record.
Yep.
Very important. And that is the entirety of the deal, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, did you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Hadley? You understand the possible penalty for the misdemeanor charge?
The range and the fines is the only thing that we're uncertain beyond after speaking with the people.
Okay. Up to $500 fines plus court costs is the way I'm looking at it. Okay. So 0 to 500. Understood? Okay. Well, there's also jail time, but I don't put people in jail on these kind of charges. So understanding the possible penalties and your rights and options, are you pleading no contest today? You understand that no contest is literally telling me you're not fighting the charge against you. If I can find a factual basis, which I might need help with. If I can find a factual basis to accept the plea, at that point, there'll be a sentencing. You understand that?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you don't understand what I said? Okay. When you plead no contest, you're saying, Judge, I'm not fighting the charge. So, but I have to have a factual basis to accept a plea. In this case, I'm probably going to look at the police report that was issued. If I accept your plea, then there'll be a sentencing. You understand that? The sentencing we're talking about is a delayed sentence, so ultimately this could come off your conviction record. You understand all that? Understanding that, are you pleading no contest? All right, give me a minute to look at the report. No, you're right. All right, I do find a factual basis to accept the plea. Jamie, probably back to the prosecutor.
That is,
Per copy? Okay. All right, so I'll accept the plea to the misdemeanor, dismiss the civil infraction. I'm prepared to sentence. Is there anything else I should know?
Your Honor, after discussing fines and costs, Ms. Smith financially is limited income. This was simply, again, by the nature of the offense, technically did get out of her hands. She had a buzzer that stopped the dog, so she shot collar.
Right.
So again, she understands what the ordinance means, but I do look at the whole nature of this one. And we just ask the court to consider those factors in fashioning fines and costs.
Okay. All right. Ms. Smith, is there anything you want to add? Don't feel that you have to. I just want to give you a chance.
I'm taking this plea deal, but I know my dog didn't bite anybody. And I had an under.
Okay. There's
And that's been.
a reason you plead no contest. Okay. All right. Anything else?
See on me.
Okay. Well, I've been doing this a long time and I find that mercy is much like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. I will delay sentence for 12 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $300. That money is due today, according to state court rules and statutes. But if you can't do that today, I'm going to send you downstairs so you can talk about options. Have a good day. Crystal, is it Siggers or Siggers? Siggers? Oh, that's what that says? Okay, Miss Medina is your attorney. You want to wait for her to come back in? Yeah. Yeah, just sit down. How about Falzon? Preston Falzon? Good morning. You are going forward today without an attorney, is that correct? Yes. All right. Let's see what the paperwork says. Okay, so you're going to plead responsible to an impeding traffic civil infraction, and we're going to dismiss the misdemeanor. Those were both issued on September 2nd. Is that right? All right. And the impeding traffic carries $180. You need to talk payment options, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
All right. Or you just want a due date? You want to get on a payment plan? Due date?
30 days.
Within 30? Okay. Got it. You're all set. You're welcome. Andrew, is it Demon? Demond, how do you say it? Demond, come on up. You're going forward today without an attorney, is that correct? All right, you made a deal with the prosecutor? Let's see what you got. Oh, great. Okay, so. Okay, she's asked me to dismiss all 3 charges that were issued to you on August 30th. I'm assuming that's all right.
Sir.
Okay, have a lovely day. You got 4? I only got 3. Did you pay 1?
Yeah, I paid one, it was,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. All right, the other 3 are going away. You're welcome.
These 2 are waiting on the turn, just when they just walked in, you're taking care of it yourself, right? Yes, I think this is fine.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Bryant, that's true. You're going forward today without an attorney? All right, well, give me just a minute to catch up with my paperwork on that last file and I'll grab yours. Some judges in other courtrooms, they've actually got people that will get the files for them, but here I kind of got to do a lot myself.
I see that. Where are the tax dollars to?
Good question. First name Kevin?
Yes.
I got you. Let's see what we got here.
No offense to you.
What was the last name?
Bryant, B-R-Y. Okay, great. So we got 2 tickets that were issued to you on August 30th, 2024, and the prosecutor has asked me to dismiss both of those because you're going to plead responsible to a 3rd charge we call double parking, correct? And you've also agreed to pay $300 on that double parking, correct? And we're going to do that on we'll dismiss A outright. All right, and the prosecutor also told me that you would like some time to pay. I'm going to send you downstairs to work out options with them. Do you have any questions? You're welcome. Have a lovely day. Yeah, just go downstairs. We're going to send the information through the computer.
Just like they pull it by.
That's a no, I think. That looks like it's a German.
But we do have a deed in here.
Counsel, come on up.
Thank you, Governor. What up?
All right. Adjournment on loan. How about Siggers?
Kristen Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Siggers, ma'am, would you please state your full name for the record? Your Honor, with regard to the arraignment, we will wait for a reading and standing. At this time, my client, Ms. Siggers, is prepared to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. She is also prepared to plead responsible to double parking with an agreed upon fine of $200 in exchange for driving while license suspended and open in talks to expire date, and the North Shores would be dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, here's what I would like. What I would like to do is dismiss 2 charges and reduce the drove while license suspended to allow unlicensed driver and just give her a little heavier fines and costs so we don't have 2 files being processed.
Except administrative, thank you.
All right. You understand? Did you understand that? To you, it doesn't make any difference. To my clerks, it's one less file they've got to deal with.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Siggers, did you discuss your rights and options with Ms. Medina? Did you understand those rights and the options they give you?
Okay.
Do you understand the possible penalty for allowing licensed driver to operate? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge today? Did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on August 15? Did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on August 15? Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time?
Yes.
All right, I will dismiss the other charges, all of the original charges. And what should I know about the lady before I sentence, counsel?
Ms. Siggers does maintain people resident in the state of Michigan. My understanding is that she is currently looking for employment. So we would ask that the court impose finding costs, but allow her to enter into a payment plan. For that, my understanding is that she's not currently on probation or parole, and she did come here today with valid insurance, valid registration, and a valid license, Your Honor.
Good to go. All right. When's the last time you worked? Where did you work?
It was like months ago. I was working at Siggers Hospital.
Okay.
He had his thing got laid off, so I'm like, I really miss him, like trying to get back. Yeah,
Okay. So you're still employed. They're just not giving you any hours.
yeah, like, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know? All right. Before you leave the building today, make it a point to talk to Mr. Taylor. Avery Taylor, he's downstairs. He keeps a list of area employers that they send him notices, say, look, we're hiring 20 people on, by such and such a date, blah, blah, blah. So just talk to him and say, hey, what do you got as far as jobs? I'm looking for work. Okay. You're welcome. All right, so normally on an allow unlicensed driver to operate file, fines that cost you $500, but I'm hitting you a little harder because of that double parking deal. So the total is $700. Go downstairs and talk about your options and make sure you see Mr. Taylor about a possible job. All right, any questions? Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Are you ready on Jones?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Medina, on behalf of Mr. Jones, Your Honor, with regards to the agreement, we would waive formal reading and standing. Mr. Jones, would you please say your full name for the record?
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, today my client is prepared to plead guilty to fail to display a valid license. I have advised him that that will appear in the driving record, however, will not result in any points. Or I guess it would be a reduction from the driving.
Yeah.
Revoke or deny, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Jones, did you discuss your rights with Ms. Medina? You understand the rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily, sir? Sir, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on December 15, 23? And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea to that charge, dismiss the original charge. What should I know before I sentence?
Your Honor, my client does maintain stable residence in Monroe, Michigan with his girlfriend. He has been gainfully employed for 2 years with GMA Industrial right here in Romulus.
What do they do?
They do steel, they work for steel, like,
Fabricators?
not for the blaster, for the plane.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so he is gainfully employed, Your Honor, maintains stable residence. He still has a little bit of work to do on his license, which he hopes to get done. We actually considered adjourning this matter, but he doesn't want to miss any additional days from work. So we have resolved it today.
I'm assuming part of his license problem is the tickets he owes us for?
He has the no proof of insurance, I believe, is due. It's a
I'm showing a seatbelt, registration or plate, civil infraction, and no insurance totaling $936.
That is, yes, that is.
Yeah, okay.
One of two.
Okay, all right. Well, I can't help him with the other one probably. Another court? Okay.
Yeah, they told me to pay half, which I'm going to.
Okay,
pay half of them.
they're working with you then. Good, good.
Do you know if we took care of the online guy?
No.
He's still there? Okay. All right, anything you want to add before I sentence you? Okay,
He's still.
all right. And this job you've got here in Romulus, full-time job? How long you been there?
2 years.
Good, good. Who's taking? Never mind. I'm not gonna answer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna ask. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Fines and costs on your file, including a show cause and bench warrant fee is $600. So that gives you a total up to $1,536. I'm going to suggest you go down and talk to Mr. Taylor about options, what you can do with that. We can put you on a payment plan and you can pay X number of dollars per month for a long time. But he's also got some options where you might be able to do some community service work to take care of some of that $1,500. All right. And if any of our stuff where you owe us money is keeping you from getting your license, we'll do something similar to no buy. If you can make a really substantial payment on it, we'll give you your clearance before it's cleared out. Understood? That didn't make sense. We'll give you your clearance before you pay us all off. All right? Good luck. I'm sorry.
The section here, you're gonna come up with a substantial payment when you get with your person, right?
Terrell Johnson. Good morning, man. Are you going forward today without an attorney? And you made a deal with the prosecutor?
Yes.
Terrell-Johnson. T-E-R, double R, actually. All right. And if I'm reading the plea agreement correctly, and I'm quite sure I am, you're going to plead responsible to the impeding traffic that was issued to you on September 2nd, and the prosecutor wants me to dismiss the misdemeanor, correct? All right. Fines and costs on impeding traffic, $180. Can you pay that today?
That was paid yesterday.
Can you confirm that?
It's not on paper.
Won't be updated yet?
If this is the one that she came in on. No, it's not. It hasn't been paid.
Okay, but that's all she had is A and B?
Yeah, just the A.
Okay, all right. So what we'll do is we're going to dismiss the misdemeanor and we'll close out the civil infraction when your payment processes. All set? No questions? Have a nice day. So you're welcome. So that's a weird one. So I guess I'll make a note. All right, Mr. Cruz, you're going forward today without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yeah.
You know we got him out there if you want him, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So you made a deal with the prosecutor. All right, you're going to plead responsible to a double parking civil infraction. You've agreed to pay fines and costs of $250, correct? Both the charges that were issued to you on September 3rd will be dismissed. All right, I'll do the double parking on A. And can you pay the $250 today, sir? Go down to the cashier, will smile when she processes your payment. Have a nice day.
Process, yep, you just go down the cashiers to the right of security. Yeah, no days. Not much out of flat.
Yeah, I don't know what to. Well, I guess impeding at least. Impeding abstracts, right?
Yep.
It doesn't abstract either, so there is no difference.
Maybe because they can off the impeding price, whereas parking you can do any price, maybe.
No different. Doesn't cause it doesn't cause any problems for us, does it? Maybe you should answer and let her know, because that's would be a valid reason for her to.